Hello, my friend. Welcome back to Learn English Unleashed. I'm Emma. I'm really happy you're here today. Can I ask you something? Have you ever finished an English lesson and thought, that was easy, but later, someone asked you a simple question? What did you do today? And suddenly, your mind went quiet. You knew the words. You understood the question, but nothing came out. If that has happened to you, you're not alone. It happens to millions of English learners. The good news? It doesn't mean your English is bad. It doesn't mean you're a slow learner. And it definitely doesn't mean you need to start again. It simply means you're practicing in a way that doesn't help you speak. And today, we're going to change that. Maybe you're thinking, I'm too busy, or nobody around me speaks English, or maybe I'm afraid of making mistakes. I understand. I felt exactly the same when I was learning a new language. So let me tell you something I wish someone had told me years ago. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need a perfect accent. And you don't need to study for hours every day. What you need is a better daily routine. Just a few simple minutes. Done again and again. Small steps. Big progress. That's what this episode is all about. Today, I'll share 5 easy speaking practices that fit into real life. We'll speak together. You'll repeat after me. You'll try a few fun challenges. And by the end, you'll have a simple routine you can start today. So, find a comfortable place. Take a slow breath. Relax your shoulders. And let's improve your English together. Before we begin, let me tell you a very short story. A few months ago, I received a message from one of our listeners. She said, Emma, I watch English videos almost every day. I understand nearly everything. But when I speak, I freeze. Maybe you felt that too. So I asked her one simple question. When was the last time you spoke English out loud? She stopped for a moment. Then she laughed. And she said, honestly, I mostly listen. That answer made me smile. Because her problem wasn't English. Her problem was practice. And maybe that's your missing piece too. So here's a question for you. What if speaking English isn't about learning more, but using what you already know? Think about that for a moment. Because in the next part, I'll show you the biggest mistake that keeps many learners stuck. Once you see it, your daily practice will never feel the same again. Now, let's talk about something that surprises many learners. People often ask me, Emma, what's the fastest way to speak English? It's a great question, but I think there's a better one. Why do I understand English but still struggle to speak? If you've ever asked yourself that, you're in the right place. Many learners believe they have a vocabulary problem. Others think they need another grammar book. Some even think they're simply not good at languages. But none of those is usually the real reason. Here's what's really happening. You spend a lot of time learning English, but very little time using English. Your ears hear English. Your eyes read English, but your voice stays quiet. Imagine learning to swim. You could watch videos for weeks. You could read every guide. You could learn every swimming rule. But until you get into the water, your body never learns how to swim. Speaking English is exactly the same. Your mouth needs practice. Your brain needs real conversations. Your confidence grows when you speak, not when you wait. So today, let's stop waiting for the perfect moment. Let's stop chasing perfect sentences. Instead, let's build one small habit at a time. Because small habits create big results. And I promise you this. If you keep showing up for just a few minutes every day, your English won't just improve. It will start to feel natural. So, are you ready for your first practice? Let's do it together. Why most learners feel stuck. Now, let me tell you something that might surprise you. Many people think, if I learn more words, I'll speak better English. That sounds right. But it isn't always true. Think about it. How many English words do you already know? Maybe hundreds. Maybe even thousands. But when someone smiles and says, "So, how's your day going?" your mind suddenly goes quiet. Why? Because knowing English and using English are two different skills. It's a bit like learning to drive. You can read every driving book. You can watch hundreds of videos. But the first time you sit behind the wheel, it feels different. Speaking English works the same way. You don't become confident by only learning. You become confident by using what you already know. And here's something I wish someone had told me years ago. You don't need more information. You need more interaction. That's a big difference. So today, we're not going to fill your head with new grammar. We're going to wake up the English that's already inside you. Sounds good? Let's try something together. Say this after me. I'm ready to speak. One more time. I'm ready to speak. Nice. See? You've already started. And we're only getting warmed up. Now here's a question. What's one small thing you do every single morning? Without even thinking? Keep that answer in your mind because in the next practice, we're going to use that simple daily habit to make your English feel more natural. And I think you'll really enjoy it. Practice 1. Turn your day into English. Here's a simple idea. Don't wait until English class starts. Let English walk beside you all day. Think about your morning. Maybe you're making breakfast. Maybe you're packing your bag. Maybe you're looking for your keys and wondering where you left them. Those are perfect moments to speak. You don't need fancy words. Just describe what's happening. For example, I can't find my keys. The bus is almost here. I need to hurry. It's starting to rain. I'll grab my jacket. These are the kinds of sentences people really use. Now here's something interesting. Your brain remembers language much faster when it connects to real life. That's why these simple moments are so powerful. Let's try a tiny challenge together. For the next 2 minutes, be the narrator of your own day. If you're making tea, say what you're doing. If you're walking to work, describe what you can see. If you're cooking dinner, talk yourself through each step. Don't stop because you make a mistake. Keep going. Real conversations don't stop every time someone says one wrong word. Now, repeat after me. I'm getting ready for my day. Good. Again. I'm looking for my keys. Excellent. One more. I'll be there in a minute. Very nice. Did you notice something? Those sentences weren't difficult, but they sounded natural. And that's our goal. Not difficult English. Real English. English you can actually use. Here's your challenge before we move on. At some point today, talk to yourself in English for just 2 minutes. That's all. 2 minutes. You might feel a little strange at first. That's completely normal. Every confident speaker started somewhere. And every small sentence you say today makes tomorrow's conversation a little easier. Now, what if I told you there's one simple practice that can make your pronunciation smoother, your rhythm more natural, and your confidence stronger, without memorizing anything? Let's discover that next. Practice 2. Become an echo. Now, let's try one of my favorite speaking practices. It's simple. Listen, and then become an echo. Don't rush. Don't worry about every word. Just copy the speaker's rhythm. The way they pause, the way they smile through their voice. Let's practice together. Repeat after me. I'm on my way. Again. I'm on my way. Great. Now, that sounds like a good idea. One more time. That sounds like a good idea. Very nice. Did you notice? You weren't thinking about grammar. You were simply speaking. That's the secret. The more you copy natural English, the more natural your own English becomes. So the next time you watch a podcast, don't just listen. Pause. Repeat. Smile. And keep going. Even 1 minute a day can make a real difference. But speaking gets even easier when your brain stops translating every sentence. So, how can we do that? Let's try something fun. Practice 3. Narrate your day. Now, let's try something that can completely change the way you think in English. Here's the secret. Don't wait for someone to ask you a question. Start talking to yourself first. Not out loud all the time. Even quietly is fine. Become the narrator of your own day. Imagine you're leaving home. You can say, I should take an umbrella. The traffic looks busy today. I'll catch the next train. Or maybe you're at the supermarket. You can think, I need a few more things. This queue is moving quickly. I nearly forgot the milk. See? These are small sentences, but they're real. And that's what matters. Many learners stop because they think, my sentence isn't perfect. Please don't do that. Real conversations aren't perfect either. Native speakers pause. They change their minds. They correct themselves. And that's completely normal. So today, give yourself permission to speak. Even if it's simple. Even if it's not perfect. Because every sentence is practice. Let's do a quick challenge together. For the next 30 seconds, look around you. Don't translate. Just think in English. What can you see? What can you hear? What are you doing right now? Try to make 5 short sentences. That's all. Ready? Go! Well done. How did that feel? Maybe it felt easy. Maybe it felt a little strange. Both answers are okay. The important thing is, you were thinking in English. And every time you do that, your brain becomes a little faster. One day, you'll notice something amazing. You'll answer a question without translating first. It will just happen. And trust me, that's a wonderful feeling. Now, there's one more practice that many confident speakers use. It's simple. Most learners never try it. But once you start, you'll wonder why you didn't do it sooner. Let's discover it together. Practice 4. Bring your English back. So far, you've spoken, you've repeated, you've started thinking in English. Now let's do something that many learners forget. And honestly, This one changed the way I practiced. Here's a question. Have you ever learned a new phrase? Felt really happy. And then 2 days later, you couldn't remember it. Don't worry. That happens to everyone. The problem isn't your memory. The problem is this. You learned it once, but you didn't bring it back. English is a little like watering a plant. One day is not enough. A little water, again and again, helps it grow. Your English works the same way. So here's a simple routine. It only takes 2 minutes. At the end of your day, close your phone for a moment. Now ask yourself 3 easy questions. What made me smile today? What was the busiest part of my day? What am I looking forward to tomorrow? Now answer them. Using simple English. Don't search for perfect words. Use the words you already know. For example, the best part of my day was my walk after work. This afternoon was quite busy. Tomorrow I'm meeting a friend for coffee. That's enough. Simple. Natural. Useful. Now let's make it a little more fun. Repeat after me. Today went by really quickly. Again. Today went by really quickly. Excellent. Now this one. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. One more time. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Great job. Can you hear the rhythm? Don't worry if your pronunciation isn't perfect. Every time you repeat, your mouth becomes more comfortable. And that's exactly what we want. Here's your mini challenge. Tonight, before you go to bed, don't scroll through social media for 2 minutes. Instead, close your eyes and tell yourself 3 things about your day. Keep speaking. Even if you stop to think. Even if you make a mistake. Because confidence doesn't grow from being perfect. It grows from showing up. Again. And again. And here's something exciting. The next practice is my favorite one. It brings everything together. It's simple. It's relaxing. And many learners tell me it's the moment they finally start feeling like real English speakers. Let's try it together. Practice 5. Make English part of your life. Now, let's finish with my favorite practice. It's also the simplest. Don't make English something you only study. Make it part of your everyday life. Let me tell you a quick story. One of our listeners sent me a message. She said, "Emma, I only practiced English when I felt motivated." Some weeks, she practiced every day. Other weeks, she didn't practice at all. She felt stuck. So I gave her one small challenge. Not 1 hour. Not 30 minutes. Just 5 minutes. Every single day. That's it. She listened to a short podcast while making breakfast. She repeated 2 or 3 sentences. Then she spoke for 1 minute about her day. Nothing fancy. Nothing difficult. After a few weeks, she wrote to me again. Do you know what she said? Emma, I don't feel afraid anymore. She didn't say, now my English is perfect. She said, now I actually enjoy speaking. And that's the real goal. Not perfection. Confidence. Because confident speakers are not the people who know every word. They're the people who keep talking, even when they don't know every word. So here's your final daily routine. 5 minutes. That's all. Minute 1. Listen carefully. Minute 2. Repeat what you hear. Minute 3. Say 3 sentences about your own day. Minute 4. Use one new phrase in a different sentence. Minute 5. Smile. Take a deep breath. And say, I'm improving every single day. Let's say it together. Repeat after me. I'm improving every single day. Again. I'm improving every single day. Excellent. Remember, small practice every day always beats one long study session once a week. So don't wait until Monday. Don't wait until next month. Start today. Start with 5 minutes. Your future self will thank you. Before we finish, let's quickly remember today's 5 practices. Turn your daily life into English. Become an echo and repeat what you hear. Narrate your day in simple English. Bring yesterday's English back. And finally, make English part of your daily routine. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep going. Some days will feel easy. Some days won't. That's completely normal. Every sentence you speak is another step forward. Every small effort matters. And I'm really glad you're on this journey with me. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me today. If you enjoyed this episode, keep practicing with me here on Learn English Unleashed. Until next time, take care of yourself. Keep smiling. Keep listening. Keep speaking. And remember, English isn't something you chase. It's something you build, one small conversation at a time. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.